This week on Scam School, I give you the power of teleportation! And lighting. Lighting makes it look good too. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Domain.com. Welcome to the show that shot a man in Reno. Really feels bad about it. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the streets. Hello, beautiful people. I'm Brushwood, and this week we give you the power of magic, teleportation, wizardry, and it doesn't even require any fancy finger prestidigitation. All you have to do is be able to do a little social engineering and maneuver people's attentions. It'll all make sense in just seconds. Check this out. All right, Art. All right, Ryan. I'm gonna magic your faces off, and it may not make you warm, but it will make you entertained. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here's what we need. First of all, give me some cash. I just need $1. Give me $1. All right, there's $1 from you, and there's $1 from you, and I just made $2 at Scam School. All right, this is a story of miraculous teleportation. Here, you hold on to that, and you hold on to that. And these are gonna be, you guys ever see The Fly? With Seth Brundle, becomes Brundlefly, 1986. All right, here's what we're gonna do teleportation, just like in that movie that nobody cares about from a billion years ago. First, we gotta take the two pieces, hold on, don't you lose that. Don't you lose that, all right? We're gonna take the other pieces of your bill, and they're gonna be teleportation knots. And here, we're gonna put them in the pod. Hold those up. The other halves of the bills have to watch their other better halves make science history as we are going to genuinely teleport. All right, here we go. I love the fact that you guys aren't the least bit worried about the fact that the method of teleportation...
We have at least $1 left.
Yeah, well, between the two of you, you can tape that together. It looks very convincingly like your bills are burning up. This is a side effect of teleportation. Everybody knows that when you transport from one area and manufacture yourself in another, you have to disintegrate, which looks like you're on fire. Oh, look at that. Yeah, now it's happening. That's the magic. All right, and your bills have vanished. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, sure. They have been
Yeah, you guys are like, you're the best audience ever. You're like, wow, man,
yeah,
they were there and now they're absent. I told you that we were teleporting, right? Which means you had to go from the one pod into the other. And here, I don't even want to touch that. I'm going to leave that one right there where you can see it. I don't want to mess with it at all. Ryan, let me see yours. And you can see that they don't line up because this one isn't yours. Screw you. This one is
065?
Oh yeah, here's the particular
serial number.
552-390-065. And what's the other side say?
It says 552-390-65.
And look at that, fiber for fiber. That is the exact same pair right there. Here, hold those. All right, like I said, I don't even want to touch that one. Ryan, take it out. Verify the serial number and make sure they line up. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely the other half of that bill.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
Huzzah! See, told you. It's teleportation, bitches. All right, we're gonna find out how this is done. There you go. Boo, 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 boo. All right. Connolly, listen, it's Brushwood. Don't hang up or stop this video. Listen, do whatever it is, you gotta pay attention. Here's the thing, it's been 12 days. I've gone under deep cover. I'm in hiding so far. I heard a plane the other day. I heard barking dogs. So I think they might be sending dogs riding planes after me. Paratrooper dogs. Ah, okay, look. Brian Brushwood is definitely dead from that hotairballooncrash.com. I told you you needed to make it convincing. It's not that bad, not that bad. Maybe you can ask for help from our friends over at Domain.com. You know they're active on social media, right? Yeah, no, that's good. See if they can tweet out like, hey, what a tragedy. And point to Brian Brushwood is definitely dead from that hotairballooncrash.com. What was that? Okay, look, here's the thing, okay? Maybe we need more websites. We need more people to know that Brian Brushwood is definitely dead. Brian Brushwood totally got eaten by a shark.org, .biz. Brian Brushwood got eaten by a shark.biz. Yes, okay, this will work. Do me a favor though. I need you to go to domain.com because they're fast, easy, reliable. They have 99.9% uptime. 99.999. Okay, just use promo code Scam School at checkout. Promo code Scam School at checkout. They'll save you 15%. That's like $8.50. That's nothing. Listen, I can't do this. I need you to take care of it. You found me. Here's what's great about this. Zero sleight of hand, zero talent, zero skill. All you gotta do is follow a few simple moves. Whole thing takes care of itself. Now in this case, I did it as a teleportation thing where you actually watched your halves of the bills get destroyed and then reconstitute themselves in another place. If you know a little bit of sleight of hand and you want to do a vanish, you can make it disappear in one place and appear in another. This thing is super brilliant, super simple, totally self-working here. So the first thing that you have to do to get ready for it is you have to decide on your impossible location. So this will be what we'll do here. Give me one of your torn bills. All right, now here, give me both of them, actually. So in this case, we have two halves of a torn bill here. This is all you have to do to prepare. All right, now this is gonna seem fishy when I do it, but we're gonna take two halves of a pre-torn bill and put it in the impossible location. And then everything else is just following this process. So if you're performing the trick, you start off by saying, I need two whole dollar bills. So here's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna take two whole bills. I'm gonna set them right on top of each other with George Washington's facing up towards me. This is not really any kind of secret move. You just tear them in half like this. And the one thing that's important is after you tear them in half, I'm gonna place them on top of each other, kind of like as if they're folding in on each other, okay? What this is gonna do is this is gonna place one bill on the inside and one bill on the outside. So the top and bottom of the bill belong to one of you. The middle belongs to the other one of you. Make sense? Yeah. So I fold it, set it on top in a sandwich, and so I want to give the top piece to one of you, and I'm going to give the bottom piece to another of you. So what I do is after tearing it, I say, here, you hold on to half of your bill. Now at this point, the impression I want to give everyone is that I'm handing the next one down to you, which would be your bill going back to you and your bill going back to you. Instead, I hand the top one to you. I'm going to turn my wrist over and I say, here, you take one as well. So at this point, you guys have two halves of one bill and I have the other two right here. These two, you can vanish, you can sneak in your back pocket, you can throw them away, you can hand them off to a friend. These go away somehow, right? And then they appear in the impossible location. Now here's what's beautiful here. Now remember, I said there's no sleight of hand, there's no tricky moves you have to do, but there is a little social dance you do because you open this up and you'll notice you pull one of these out, like you're so excited you can't wait to show off. You're like, here, look. And then you have this moment. Now in this case, you see there are two right-hand sides of the bill, and I'm like, oh, no. And then here's the tricky moment. Like, they don't work this way, they don't work this way. So I switch them to different hands, and they still don't work. And I'm like, nah, it's the wrong one. Yeah. And so I've just done the switch, right? So you don't get back the same one, but instead you get the other one. And so I turn to you, and I'm like, here, try, and in fact, like as if I'm giving up. I'm like, here, you see if it works. And now the impression is from here on out, I'm done. Right. Because I did the little social switch. Now you're gonna see that it really does match up because those really were torn apart. Fiber for fiber, they will match up, the serial numbers will match up. And then here's the best part. I can back up and I'll say, Ryan, I never even touched that one. It's been there the entire time. Pick it up, make sure, see if it happens. And anytime you can end a magic effect with your hands totally off of it, and they're the ones who discover that it actually works, that's when you get the moment of magic. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay,
that's
so
very cool.
2 moves to do. Before the trick starts, you pre-tear it, set it up in the impossible location. You tear the 2 bills together. You do the sandwich move. You give top bread to one, bottom bread to another. The last one you vanish. And then finally, when you pull it out, you got to try to match it up. Oh, it doesn't work. And then you're fumbling. You switch them, hand them the wrong one, then you're set. Any questions?
No, that's
all right, then you guys perform this for me. All right, Art, before the trick even begins, what do?
First, you determine your location where it's going to appear.
Right.
Your teleportation destination.
Ooh, that's
if you're
good.
going to use
I like
that.
that. That's good.
And you rip a bill in half just to begin with. Plain view. Can I get $1 from each of you?
Sure, why not? You seem like a trustworthy fellow. Look, we'll give you dollars.
Great.
This is the most expensive trick we've ever taught. Setting fire, tearing up money.
All right, so I'm going to rip these $2 in half.
Okay, I'm not going to totally ding you on this, but this is like a bad habit that magicians get into. Teller, Penn and Teller once said that the cardinal sin of all magicians is they say what they're gonna do and then they do it.
Okay.
So if you can, figure out something else to say that's a little bit kind of quirkier, like let me make sure, or let me set this up properly, and then, you know, tear it, and then you set up a surprise for us, you know? So just something to consider. This is what I think of your advice. This is what I think of your money. All right.
I can't think of anything to say.
Okay.
All right, then.
Oh, good. Like you did the taco move, right?
I did the taco move.
And so
I hand you this piece.
Thanks, jerk.
Hold on to it.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep it safe.
Oh, that's good. He did the twist.
Take
That's
this
good.
piece. But then we will put these.
Dude, eat that dollar. Say you're gonna make it big. Eat that dollar.
I thought that what you were saying.
Like you're laying
make it
an
disappear.
egg.
And I'm gonna
And
eat
there
it.
it is. All right, whatever. Just put it in your pocket. You set it on fire. You
right.
ate it. You threw it away.
I
You
threw it
up,
away. Did something.
It vanishes. And then now what?
And now, let's see the teleportation destination.
That's good. That's
We
good.
open it up. Oh, I'm not saying what I'm doing, am I? Okay, and here I have 1/2, so let me see yours.
Yeah.
Let's put this together. Let me see. No. It didn't match.
Oh wait, maybe it's his.
Why don't you try it?
Yeah, okay.
Line it up. See if it
What?
matches.
That's amazing. It matches.
All right.
Serial numbers and everything.
Serial
I'm not even
numbers
gonna
and
touch it. You go ahead and try it and see if that's the other
But
half
this
of your
has been
bill.
here the entire time.
The entire time.
If this
It's
matches
been
mine,
in
then
plain sight.
you are a wizard. Holy crap, the test is in. You're a wizard. Congratulations. Dude, that was epic.
All right.
Thank you very much. Here, toast me with nothing, sir. Now, a trick like this can look totally intimidating, but don't worry about it. There's only 2 moves. You do the taco move, you hand off the outsides to the volunteers. Later on, you got to do a little play acting and then hand the wrong bill out, and you're totally set. In fact, I want to hear about your success stories and failure stories, so post them in the comments down below. I read all of that stuff. And of course, if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@schwood.com. And why do you hate me? I assume you must hate me, because I don't think you've quite gone to my facebook.com/schwood and liked me yet. And if you don't like me, then you don't like me. And why should anyone like me if you don't like me? That's what I say. By the way, don't forget to join us next week, because we're gonna learn how to punch. Just punch. Who's gonna punch things? Turning into punch school. Punch. It's like, hey, I don't like you. I'm gonna punch you at punch school. Punch. Editing. It's fine. Everything's fine. It was a little bit warm for a moment. Also, screw you guys. I'm getting warm. Huzzah!